There is an advisor most people consult every day without realizing it. They check in with this advisor at dinner parties, on social media, in parking lots, and at school pickups. The advisor never charges a fee, and the advice is almost always wrong. The advisor is comparison, specifically comparison to other people, what they earn, what they drive, where they vacation, what their house looks like, what their portfolio is doing. This is not a modern problem. Epictetus wrote about it in the 1st century. He observed that most human suffering comes not from what people lack, but from what they notice others having. 2,000 years later, we have Instagram. The problem has not improved. Here is what financial comparison actually does to decision-making. It replaces your goals with someone else's. It reorients your entire financial life around a moving, external, largely invisible target. You do not actually know what your neighbor earns, what debt they carry, what anxiety they manage, or what trade-offs they have made. You see the output, you compare it to your input, and the math always feels unfair. I have watched otherwise disciplined investors abandon sound long-term strategies because a colleague mentioned a return they were getting elsewhere. I have watched people extend mortgages, lease cars they cannot afford, and defer retirement savings, not because of genuine financial need, but because of perceived social distance from people they were using as an unconscious benchmark. Comparison does not just distort spending, it distorts identity. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his journals about the discipline of holding to your own standard, regardless of what others are doing. Not rigidity, clarity, knowing what you are trying to build and refusing to let someone else's highlight reel redefine it. Your financial plan is not a competition. It does not need to beat anyone else's. It needs to get you to the life you actually defined, on the timeline that reflects your actual values and actual circumstances. The only benchmark that matters is the gap between where you are and where you decided you want to be. Everything else is noise dressed up as information. Close the tab, put down the phone, return to your own plan. I will see you in the next one.